So at the beginning of this talk, if you've been online the whole time, you'll know that I forgot to put my volume on when I first started talking. So I told all these stories about what had happened to me today, how I'd fallen down the stairs. I just prior to the talk was shutting my windows and I smelled some burning, so I went down the stairs, and my outside is like a gritted wall. And I fell against the wall and like smashed up my hand. And I was telling this whole story about, but you don't know, it could be that I just hit somebody in the face and you think I'm really blah, blah, blah. I went on and on. It must have been like 5 or 10 minutes that I was talking. And then eventually people started calling in, and then I realized there must be some problem for all these people to call in. And I realized that I hadn't put my volume on. And then once I put my volume on, I couldn't re-say what I'd said. Because it just felt fake. Like prior, I was just speaking. It wasn't an agenda. I wasn't trying to be anything. I was just speaking it out, and it was just not coming from any place. It was just coming from this moment, and it wasn't contained in a form or an identity that I was trying to project. It was just coming out. And then when I realized I couldn't repeat it because that wouldn't have been honest to me in the moment. Like I'd already said it, so that was gone for me. So therefore, I just went on and did the silent sitting. And I thought, I never explained to you guys that that's the way I do my talks. Like I always do my talks, or try to do these talks in a really fresh way. So I'm always changing the way I'm teaching and changing my explanations. And I could refine it, so I could rehearse and practice and nail teaching so people intellectually understand it and like have this whole criteria, which could happen, and maybe that'll happen for me in the future. But the way that seems to really resonate with me now, and what really touches my heart, is spontaneous speaking. So I just sit here, I don't plan anything, and then I just let it come up and come out. And it's like love. It's coming out from no boundaries. It's coming out from innocence. It's not that planning things means necessarily a boundary. I'm not saying you can't plan things, but here it just feels like it's spontaneously appearing. Like I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what's going to come out, and it's super exciting. I'm right on the edge of nothing, and I'm like, boo, 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 speaking. And I think that some people that are sensitive can feel that's what I do. And it feels like love. Like if you sink into it, it doesn't feel like I'm trying to convince you of anything or push you into a position or make you see it in a certain way. It maybe feels like it's got this boundlessness to it. Like I don't really have an agenda. I'm just speaking because of love in this moment. It's not for love in the future, like getting love from you or trying to keep something from the future. It's just right here, just pouring out of a no place of this moment. This moment is boundlessness. And this is how, to me, liberation or freedom looks on the human level. Is it's not about coming to be something, so being really kind or being really nice or never hitting someone in the face, oof, or hitting the wall. My poor wall is all offended now. It's sitting there like, she hit me. She hit me. I'm a good wall standing here. I'm always keeping her warm and dry, and then she falls down the stairs and hits me. I forgot why I did that. Was there a point? There must have been a point, but I've forgotten what it is. But basically, it's not about being a nice, kind person that acts in a certain way. Like that's an identity. That's a constriction on what you are. It's already like defining this way of being. And to me, what freedom is, and it's just this energy here and this moment that's expressing it like this, is that it comes out of nowhere. It's just coming out without any intention, without any reason or any motive. On the human level, it might seem like it has motive, like I'm sitting here in front of a computer and I'm not talking about how to wipe your bottom after you go to the toilet. I'm talking about non-duality. So on the human level, there might appear to be a motive, but it's all in the moment. It's like got no motive. Like Like if I had a motive to be a serious non-duality teacher, I certainly wouldn't have talked about wiping your bottom. That really doesn't fit with non-duality. You know, everyone's coming here and they're like, what's the nature of the universe? And then she's on about wiping the bottom. Like I'm just playing like a child, expressing what I love. And it's non-bounded. It's just coming out. And you can feel it if you're really sensitive. And what it will feel like from the other side is it will feel like freedom, because if you're sensitive to it, it's like, I'm not trying to force you into a role of being a follower or being good or being bad. Like, because I've got no roles on myself, I see you exactly the same as roleless. So whatever you are, if you appear angry or happy or sad, there's some type or form of acceptance here of whatever's appearing, like a non-boundedness. And this, to me, is the goal of this subject. The goal of this subject is not arrival. The goal of this subject is what is. Trust me, if I planned this, I wouldn't be such a banana. I would only be 5% banana, but I end up being 94% banana. If there was any planning, I would be more serious and refined. This is obviously a joke. I'm being sarcastic. Sometimes maybe that's not apparent to some people who don't have sarcasm in their culture. I'm sure it's a culture thing. Just let me take a drink a second because I got excited. So that's the main purpose of this talk, actually. The main purpose is that energetic expression of boundlessness and resonating with that boundlessness. After I punch my wall in the face, I have to keep being a bit tea tree all, you know. And it's an energetic sense that you feel.